Hi guys, this is Mike Wheeler with MikeWheelerMedia.com. I'm coming to you from Seaside, Oregon at the foot of the statue for Lewis and Clark, and it says end of the trail here. And so they're inspirational figures in our history of the United States. That's because they ventured into the great unknown, and you probably feel a lot like these guys did whenever they were coming along across the country and going into areas that they're unfamiliar with. With the employment landscape today, it's hard to know where the jobs will be in the future, and you hear a lot about computers and robots even replacing and automating jobs and outplacing workers, and a lot of outsourcing to other countries. And you may be watching this from one of those countries that those jobs are outsourced to. And so regardless of where you find yourself today, you can rest assured that you can find good employment on the Salesforce platform. And so I want to talk about three primary paths that you can take in order to get your career into the cloud. The first one would be that of a Salesforce administrator. That's someone that does administration work on the Salesforce platform. It provides a good foundational basis for your understanding of the platform, and from there you can go into an advanced administrator route and certification. Another great option for you to pursue is that of a Salesforce developer. If you're familiar with coding, that's a good path to take into the cloud, and you can get up to speed very quickly if you have a background in Java or object-oriented principles. Then finally, you can also get work as either a consultant, a business analyst, or a project manager. And so the Salesforce administration certification is a good baseline knowledge and understanding in order to get started in that career path. So whenever you're going on a great adventure into the great unknown, there's a lot of times that you might be having a lot of fear. And I want to take your thinking away from this whole mindset of what if, like what if something bad happens, or with Lewis and Clark, I'm sure they were thinking what if the weather doesn't cooperate, and right now I'm thinking what if the traffic patterns don't cooperate with this video. But you know, there's things that happen that are well beyond our control, and we don't know the future, but all we know and can control is what we do today. And so I want to encourage you to just go for it. And as we've got another bike crossing the path here, I'm sure there were a lot of obstacles that crossed these guys' paths, but what the main point that I'm trying to make is, instead of, you can go ahead. People are really polite here. They're like not wanting to interrupt. So the main concept is that I want to take you from a place of what if to a place that I call why not. So we're going from what if to why not. So rather than when you're encountering this career change into the cloud, rather than thinking, well, what if I'm not smart enough to do this, then instead I want you to couch that with why not. I want you to think, why not me? Why not us? Why can't the traffic stop while I'm trying to film? But that's okay. We can handle this. We might just leave all this in and not even edit it, because I mean, this is real life here. So, but I want to encourage you guys, because I get notes from people saying, well, maybe I'm not smart enough to work on the Salesforce platform. I am no genius. I'm no Einstein. I'm just a regular guy who saw an opportunity and went for it. And so 99.9% of you out there are just regular people looking for a career change. I'm speaking to you, okay, and that's who these courses are for. And so don't worry about it. You don't have to be the smartest person in the room. You don't need to be the smartest person in history. Lewis and Clark, I'm sure, felt inadequate at times and felt like imposters, like who are we to be venturing out into the great unknown like this? But you can do it, and the time is now. And so we're going to go from what if to why not. Why not me? Why not us? I want you to think that way and just go for it and not worry about it.